Maxwell!
Maxwell, what madness is this? What exhibition of madness is this? Is this how you intend honoring our father's last memory?
Oh, God.
Oh, you dared try to bury my father without my consent?
It is the decision of...
Who dared?
The elders.
Which elders?
It was the decision of the elders.
I am the first son of this land.
I called you, Maxwell.
I don't care. Do you know what you've tried? Do you know?
Oh, God.
You don't seem to understand the full implication of what you tried. You dare try to bury my father without my consent?
Oh, Maxwell! I want my husband to be buried!
Listen to me, all of you. Every car in this convoy will go back to that morgue. You understand me? It's my final order. And as for you, understand this. You will take the king's body back to the morgue. You will stay there until I give my final consent to his burial.
No!
Have I made myself clear? Fine.
But it was the...
There will be a full investigation to the cause of his death.
No!
And not before. And woe betide any man or woman that is involved in his death. Woe betide any one of you.
I want my husband to be buried! I want his spirit to rest in peace! No!
I told you this thing. I told you this thing will bring us trouble. It is you. It is you.
Okay, let's get to the car.
No! No!
You let him...
Guards, leave my presence. What have I not done for this kingdom? What, Tennyson? Is it the project of the market building I offer to them? Is it pipe-borne water? I give more than enough money. What, Tennyson? What haven't I done?
Hey, get to your post.
Think about the befitting church and the secondary school. I gave them 40 million of my own francs. And they pay me back with rumors that I am an illegitimate son of the soil.
But your Royal Highness, our king, the entire people of this kingdom acknowledge that you have done all these projects for us. And there is nobody who is saying that you are not the legitimate ruler of this land.
Henceforth, you address me by my professional title. I cease to assume the title of king from now.
Where is all this coming from, my king? Remember, the hawk thought that the red thing on the cock's head was fire. And that gave the cock enormous peace. Not until when another cock went and spread rumor that the red thing on the cock's head was not fire. And since then, the cock had become a prey to the hawk. My king, let rumor not stop you from developing the Bayang kingdom. I beg of you.
Ewube, there is no smoke without fire. The fact that I spent all this money for the development of this village does not mean that I do not have other things to do with my money. Enough is enough. Let the Bayang people get the legitimate son of the soil to come and continue from where I've stopped. As it stands, I am no longer interested in the kingship of this kingdom.
Hey!
From now on, I have nothing to do with the Bayang people.
Why did you sound the way you did on the phone? Sit down, please.
It worked just the way I expected. Oh! My heart is at peace now. Yes. Let me tell you something. Tansong and Ewube just left my house now. And these are the words of the king to them. I quote. Ewube, enough is enough. Let the Bayang people go and look for the true son of their soul to continue from where I stopped. I am no longer interested in the kingship of this kingdom. And I will no longer spend any money or time on the Bayangi people. End of quotes. Isn't that
Is this something you should be laughing about? So you have succeeded in turning the mind of your husband against the kingdom? Now look, Janet, you know, the king is a very good person. I have been his doctor for long, and I know that he has great developmental plans for this great Bayang kingdom.
Oh, I see. Plans of lavishing all what I have struggled over these years, right? On some people just in the name of developing a kingdom. Obi, I have to fight for the security of my children and for my own self. You don't expect me to just sit and fold my hands and watch my husband's wealth just go down the drain.
Now look, Janet. Chief Lawyer Albert is a strikingly rich person with lots of companies and estates, some which you don't even know about. The wealth he has is capable of sustaining this kingdom till infinity. Janet, why are you being selfish?
I don't want to hear that word.
No, you are being selfish,
I am
Janet.
not selfish. I'm not. I'm just doing what any sensible woman would do. I'm just trying to protect my future and that of my children. Or do you have any problem understanding that simple fact? Do you? Bobby, you know I love you. But at this juncture, you tempt me to start thinking otherwise concerning what we share together.
Jenny.
No, you are tempting me.
Look, remember I am the one who brought you into that house. And before you came in, there was another woman who had children.
May her soul rest in perfect.
May her soul rest in peace.
Amen, amen, Oben.
Now, she had children. Why are you now trying to secure the future of only your own children?
It's normal.
Don't let me tell you things that your ears will not like to hear, Janet. Janet, be careful.
I want to hear things.
Janet, be careful.
My ears are ready to
Very careful, Janet.
I want to hear things.
No, you are not just being kind, and you just want to lead me into trouble.
This color is good.
Things that we
Good afternoon, elders.
Good afternoon, my daughter.
There is a wind that is blowing from the jungle. And this wind seeks to destroy and prevent development in this kingdom. This wind is blowing from the main house. And if care is not taken, it will blow off the house. Elders, stop this wind. Do anything and everything to stop this wind.
Tanson, who is this lady?
This is the daughter of Oben now.
Oben, the king's doctor.
Yes, of course.
But I thought all his children have gone overseas for further studies.
This is the one that refused following the brothers abroad. The one that the doctor usually came to meet the king to convince her to meet the brothers abroad now.
Okay.
My daughter, why do you talk to the elders of the Bayang kingdom in parables?
Elder, I know you very well.
Know me?
I know you very, very well. I know it because my father used to talk to my mother about you while she was still in the house. And the main thing he used to say is that you're a man of parables. You love to talk in parables. Therefore, you understood what I just said. And if that's the case, you will seek to prevent this kingdom from the impending danger. Elders, stop this wind. This wind will destroy this kingdom. This wind will ravage this kingdom. Stop it, unless you both are conspirators to ruin this kingdom.
Me.
Elders, stop this wind. Stop this wind. Anyway, I beg to leave that.
She talks about jungle. Where is the jungle? Is it the main house or the kingdom?
You are an expert for that now.
If we have to stop the wind, we should know where the jungle is found. Oh yes, we must know where the jungle is found. How can you stop something you don't know?
My girls, this is the greatest humiliation I've ever had in my entire life.
It's not just humiliation. It is a failure.
My dear, how can you jump into conclusion when there is still hope?
What hope are you talking about here? Don't you see the handwritings all over the wall? Or you think it's just an empty dismissal? This nonsense has never happened in this palace.
I think I see reason with you. Let's just wait for further notice. As the king said, or better still, Elder Tanison and Ewube will be here soon. When they come around, we listen to them and draw a conclusion rather than making noise here.
Wait for what? Wait for what?
Didn't you all see the look on his Highness's face when he kicked us out of his palace? To me, we should get to the root of this rumor. Look for the genesis of the rumor. In that way, we'll have a platform we can use to get back into the palace. That's what I think.
Where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we start looking for the source of a rumor? That family never lacked us. Especially the almighty Queen. Else, how do we explain the fact that the king wakes up one fine morning and relieves us of our duties? Us who have served him so diligently because of a rumor. A small rumor.
You must be out of your mind, my dear, for calling that a small rumor. How can a fellow human being call another an outcast and an illegitimate child? If I were the king, I would take out all my investment from this kingdom.
Look, what I don't just get is why the king will not understand that he had and still have people who don't want him as king. And because of that, all these rumors are bound to be out. Christ, those people never liked us.
Tell them.
They have never.
He paid you a huge sum of money before your dismissal. He even promised you to wait for further notice. Now tell me, can someone who hates you do that to you? Let's just wait and be reasonable here rather than making noise.
All I want is to get back to that palace, because I don't see anywhere around this kingdom where they'll pay us half of what they used to give us in that palace. I want to go back to the palace.
I agree with you, my dear. That should be our greatest priority.
This is nonsense. This is preposterous. It has never happened. This kingdom, I don't understand. Anyway, the elders are coming here. Don't answer to us.
Let's wait for
We should wait, my dear. We should wait.
Oh, wait.
My elder, the work has happened.
Come inside, come inside, come inside. Come all of you, come inside. Let's go.
We are not happy.
Barrister Julia, amongst all the lawyers working for my husband, you are the most trusted. I mean, he holds you in very high esteem. I hope you know that.
I acknowledge that, and that is because I do my job well and professionally too.
Good. Apart from the fact that you work for my husband, you and I were best of friends during our school days.
You don't need to remind me of that.
I really need to, Julia. I need to. Julia, I think you are keeping a very big secret from me, as far as my family is concerned. I mean, I understand that you know the secret will be too hot for my ears. That is why you don't want to tell me. Girlfriend, there is nothing that the eyes will see that will make it shed blood. Julia, I am woman enough to absorb any shock. Please, just tell me anything, any secret you know concerning my husband. For friendship's sake.
Janet, there is a very thick line between professionalism and friendship. The two never meet. For friendship, I have no secrets to keep. But for my profession, Janet, for crying out loud, I'm a barrister. And my job requires lots and lots of secrets that sometimes I'm even tempted to keep from the one who gives me life, if I had my way.
Oh shit. Bullshit, Julia! What nonsense are you telling me? Huh? What is this sermon you are preaching about professionalism and friendship? On a serious note, Julia, what is it you know about my husband that you don't want to tell me? Tell me, Julia!
All I know about your husband is that he is a very good man. Very good.
Rubbish. I'll get back to you. My God, Daddy, what is this? Daddy, why are you dressed like this? What's happening? Where are your guards?
I dismissed all of them.
You what?
I fired them.
You fired the guards of the Bayang kingdom? Daddy, what is going on?
You know, there are false rumors that I am an illegitimate son of the soil. And that I use my money to acquire the kingship of this kingdom.
That's ridiculous, Daddy. Don't tell me you believe that. And where did you get such an information from?
An informant. Text messages just coming into my phone. I don't know where from. But, my daughter, I want to let you know that there is more to what our naked eye see in this kingdom. That's why we have to be very, very careful with our closest friends. Your stepmother and the children inclusive.
Daddy, you talk about security. What are you going to do about your personal security now that you fired all the guards?
No, you needn't bother about that. I got a top security company that will start work in 3 days. However, I wanted to talk to you especially concerning the bank. I'm going to open it very soon. And I've decided to offer 80 million francs each to Dr. Oben and to Julia so that they can come in as shareholders.
No, Daddy, that's so wrong. You can't be the one to give the money to buy shares. It's wrong, Daddy.
I understand perfectly well. But given the time constraint, I am very certain that they can't raise that amount of money. After all, I remain the chairman of that bank where the money was put in. So I have a good grip of the dossier. Also, these are the only people I trust in my life.
You think so, Daddy?
No, they are the only ones. I don't trust any other person.
There is a hot secret in this house that needs to be uncovered. If not, I fear we shall be fighting in vain.
Mother, what do you really want? From what I understand about this whole show, Queen Eva, Mother is pushing us to fight against opponents who are not even in existence.
How dare you say that, Madonna? How dare you? I am fighting for your future.
Mom, right now you're nagging. What future exactly are you fighting for? Firstly, you make us send some funny text messages to Dad's phone. As if that was not enough, you made us give his number to some rascals who called him and said God knows what. Now he's refused to continue with the developments of this kingdom, and he has practically resigned as the king of this land. Now you just emanate from nowhere with this issue of a secret that has to be uncovered. For Christ's sakes, Mom, give us a break, please.
Queen Eva.
Mother, we don't seem to be fighting against anybody in particular.
Imagine. Mark, we have to fight against your stepbrother and stepsister, Maxwell and Felicity. They are a threat to us.
Oh, come on, Mother. Maxwell and Felicity are quite decided. They don't give a damn about Dad's wealth. Maxwell has lived in Nigeria for how long? And I don't think he's going to come back now and start fighting over Dad's wealth, at least while he's still alive. As for Felicity, that woman owns the biggest airlines on this continent, as small as she is. I don't think it's wise for us to start making fights now and be troublesome over some little things we do not understand.
Mom, you're just trying to raise dust from wet grass, and that is no way possible in this lifetime.
You people don't understand. Now listen. There is a bundle of air wrapped in a floating container and kept in a jungle. When that container will finally swirl and explode, I bet you even the jungle itself will not be able to withstand the power of the air. Two of you be careful. Be very, very careful.
Guards and maidens, listen to me and listen good. Any new yam that refuses the harvest hole of a farmer ends up to be the food of an ant.
Elder Ube, I hope you've not come here to add more salt into our already existing injury.
Be careful.
Elders of our land, we all standing here are sons and daughters of the great Bayang kingdom, which means we can interpret parables perfectly well. If it is so
then what I draw from this parable is our elders are telling us that we should have stayed in the palace even after the king asked us to leave, thereby disobeying the king.
Guards and maidens, you would have waited for the council of elders to meet. Then we resolved this.
And disobey the king of Bayang kingdom. Is that what you're telling us to do?
Elders, the king asked us to leave, and we could not have disobeyed him. So we have been waiting for you to tell us why you have to get the king angry to the extent that he dismissed even his own guards.
Listen to me and listen good. We are not here to ask you disrespect the king. You are all custodians of the kingdom and assigned with the responsibility of serving the palace. And if there was any dismissal, you had to wait until we the elders hold a council meeting before you leave. So if you have left, that's your business.
This one is different. Different in the sense that the palace is the king's property and not a community palace. It's like going to someone's house and he sends you outside. Please, Edawube, listen to us.
All of you, leave. Leave now. If you do not take your positions at the palace, we don't have anything to talk. Take your positions, then we can intervene. Let's go. Come on, go.
We're not going
Nonsense. Don't go.
We're not going back there.
It's our problem. Why should we go back?
Your Highness. Your Highness. Ewube and Tanison, what is the meaning of all this? Am I being ambushed? Never. Never by the respectable elders of the Bayang kingdom. But if you continue with this your manipulated idea, let me tell you, very soon something like this will happen. What do you mean by manipulation?
Your Highness, a fruit once said, I overheard people saying that they love eating banana. And I changed myself to banana. But when I discovered that only monkeys eat banana, I decided to change myself to a pear fruit. And I kept on changing until I discovered that I had no identity. Your Highness, it looks as if you have lost your reasoning in decision making.
Your Highness, the maidens and guards that you drove away from this palace were ordained and put in place here by our culture and tradition. They were put in place here by the cultural ministry of this kingdom. If you want to abdicate like a little child, being persuaded by another little child, do that alone and leave the guards and maidens in place. Are you threatening me?
Who are we to do that? Are we mad?
Elders of the Bayang kingdom, you speak with so much anger and temper. Why not meet my father inside and you sort this out as you've always done?
My daughter, the wind of manipulation has started blowing in this kingdom. And our king is so short-sighted that he cannot see.
Thank you, son. Let's leave this place.
But Daddy, that was a very hasty decision you made. At least you would have discussed this with these people before sending away the guards.
Felicity, don't talk like these people, okay? These are the same people with whom I've been working all these years, giving them their monthly allowances. Okay? But they are the same people who go around spreading rumors that I'm an illegitimate son of the sun, with all the money I've invested to build this kingdom.
Daddy, you see, these folks talk with so much anger. Please, just do something. Make haste and bring back the other guards and maids before something terrible happens to you in this house.
Listen, my daughter. The deed has been done. Morris.
My king.
Move the car.
Good morning, Your Highness. Welcome.
Dr. Oben and Julia, I choose to do all this for you because I really trust you. Dr. Oben, you have been a faithful doctor to me all these years. And Julia, you have been really loyal to me for the length of time I've known you. And I feel extremely comfortable working with you guys. So this is an indirect way of compensating you for all what you've been doing for me all these years.
Your Highness, we are really very grateful.
Thank you.
And we'll do our best to give in the best for the institution.
Thank you.
Your Highness, you know you've been like a father to all of us. We are very grateful and we'll put in our best to make sure that things work.
Danielson, what kind of nonsense is this? Do you know that the king now moves but with his driver and his daughter? What kind of blow is this to our faces?
Elder Ebube, there is more to these than you think. But I think we should let sleeping dogs lie. Because when it gets up, it will realize itself.
Danielson, what kind of nonsense is this? Allow the sleeping dogs lie? Do you know the consequences of this kingdom being for one day without a king?
But you and I can make another king.
Danielson, who else can be generous in this kingdom as King Albert? Do you know how much we gain from his reign? And do you know how much we stand to lose if he's not there?
But he knows the consequences of abdicating the throne, and I'm very sure he will not dare do that.
He does not care. Danielson, we must make him stay there by hook or by crook. Let me tell you, my children have to go to school. We need money. Money.
And my second wife, her demands.
You said let him.
He must stay there.
He must stay there.
He will be king of the Bayang kingdom.
If
he likes it or not,
he must.
He will stay there.
There are no two ways.
Julia, we have made it. This is a golden opportunity for me to build up my own empire. Can you imagine that I have been a doctor at the service of the government of this nation for the past 30 years? And all I've achieved is build a house and send my children abroad? Even the Bible refuses somebody seeing an opportunity and refusing to grab it.
Yes, you're right. It is a golden opportunity. But how do we do it? What do we do to grab it without any strings attached? You know, the king is a highly intelligent person. And before he embarks on any business, he knows everything about the risks involved, and he does everything to take precaution.
No, I understand what you're saying. That's very easy. First, you know, he trusts us a lot, and so we have all it takes. And now, the ball is in your court.
What? What do you mean by the ball is in my court?
You see, this is a matter that you are law.
Good afternoon, Daddy. One does they say shall never end. The kingdom is on fire.
What are you talking about?
It all started like a joke. I took time off to go tell the elders what to do about this. Nobody did anything about it. Now it has become like molten lava. The whole situation has become uncontrollable.
Candy, what are you talking about? What do you know about the kingdom to the extent of talking to the elders?
Daddy, I know so much about this kingdom because I love the kingdom so much. I take off time to find out what's happening, and don't be fooled. I do know what's happening in this kingdom. But you see, one woman, one false, unfounded rumor, one decision has left this kingdom in disarray. The king has fired all the palace guards, all the palace workers, and has now employed non-indigenes of this kingdom, and the elders are so mad about it. Now they say the king has abdicated the throne, and that is yet another abomination in this kingdom. Like I said, one woman, one unfounded rumor, one decision has left us where we are now, Daddy. I don't know if this thing is ever going to get fixed, and I don't know if you are the next victim. Think about it.
I hope this doctor is not referring to me as one woman.
No, I mean...
McDonald, you are a grown-up man now. And I think this is time for you to start thinking how to build up your own life and your own family. That holds same to you, Quiniva. In fact, why not just copy the example of Maxwell and Felicity?
Father, why must you always idolize Maxwell and Felicity? For Christ's sake, those guys are big guys. They are elders. They've come of age. I believe when we get to their age, we'll probably do better than they did.
Listen, Maxwell left this country when he was younger than you. He traveled to Nigeria and started up a business on his own when I wasn't there. Felicity used all the money I put into her account to go abroad and study communication. And you know, in my mind, I thought that when she'll come back, she'll work in one of my firms. No, came back with something bigger than I ever imagined. She owns the biggest airline company in the whole of Central Africa. Who else would I use as example to put some sense into your heads? You and your sister. Listen, you are my children and I love you. But I think that this is time for you to start doing something. So that tomorrow you will have a story to tell your own children. How you went through life before you succeeded. I remain your father. I am there just to facilitate the job for you. And that's what I've been doing.
But Dad, you don't expose us to the same financial treatment you did to Maxwell and Felicity.
Says who?
Says me, Albert. Yes. Your Royal Highness. Why don't you treat my children the way you treated your other children in the past? Yes. If your memory is still intact, Albert, you will recall that in the past, you just used to get up sometimes and you call Maxwell, Felicity and give them check of 5 million francs each. For them to just use it anyhow. Do you do that for my children today? No, you don't. All you tell Matt and Queen is one cock and bull story of how you suffered and succeeded. So they too should suffer and succeed. For them to have stories to tell their children. And their children will also tell their other children. They will have a lineage of storytellers. Is that what you want? Albert, if I, Janet, may advise you, the seed you are trying to sow in this family today, when the time of harvest shall come, you will not be there to coordinate the workers. Be careful.
I consider that a gentle threat from my wife. But I dread the consequences when it does come. McDonald and Quiniva, you are my beloved children. I don't know what your mother is up to, but it is left for you to either stick to my advice or you follow your mother. A word to a wise is sufficient.
I've tried to do all the best thing that the leader's supposed to do. I've tried to place my people where they're supposed to be. But right now, they wanna see me down. But right now, they wanna see me cry. What can I say is going wrong? Oh yeah.
I don't want to go to school abroad. What is it about going to school abroad? I mean, there are many good schools in Cameroon. You can send me to any of them. I don't have a problem with going to school in Cameroon. Send me to any. If you think I'm going to school abroad, then you're telling a lie.
Listen a little bit. I am your father and I say you will not study in this country. You have to join your brothers abroad. Where in this country can you have good orientation on communication as you would abroad? And by the way, who tells you you have a choice on where to study? All you want to do is stay in this country, involve yourself in matters of tradition that do not concern you.
Aha, Daddy, I see. That's why you want me to go abroad, so you stay back here with the king's lawyer and connive to destroy all that the king has done for the development of this kingdom.
You dare talk to me?
Daddy, you want to hit me? You want to hit me, Daddy? Okay, go ahead and hit me. Of course, that's what you did, and my mother had to leave this house. She got fed up with you and had to leave this house. If you continue like that, I have no choice but to go live with my mom.
I see. I see. This has to do with your mother.
Martha, I hear you packed out of your husband's house without a reason.
So, have you come to plead that I return?
Hell no.
So what are you doing in my house? And who led you here?
Your husband knows something about my husband and I. And he says it's a secret. I believe, as his wife, you must have discussed something like that with him. Mother, I will richly reward you, you know. Beyond your expectation. If only you can let me have a clue of what this little white secret is all about.
Your Highness, my husband does not discuss his secrets with me.
Oh yeah?
But if you think he does, then it's the same with your husband. Which means you know all his secrets. So, my queen, can you tell me why you are going around me searching for your husband's secret?
I didn't come here to be mocked at. Now, do you know anything about what I asked you?
Oh yes, I do. And the secret I know about you may lead you to do. So, I decided to move away from the secret and my husband too. Surprisingly, here you are, still chasing me around.
What is that little secret you know?
My queen, you are the king's wife. Not only do you have enormous words, you have fame too. Yet, Janet, you stooped so low as to date my husband, a common doctor who will catch everlasting cold with a sneeze from your husband. Now, Janet, you know I know the secret.
Nonsense.
Stupid queen.
How come this man knows about this? Isn't that the husband discussed it with her on what? No. Obi cannot be that stupid. the world have ears for real. But this cannot be the secret Oben is talking about. Because it's also involved. Oh God. This is really bad. What if this man went straight to my husband? This would have really been done. Oh no. I must see Oben now. We must do something about this as fast as possible.
Wow! What a surprise. For how long have you guys been standing here?
Just a few minutes ago.
And so how you guys doing?
We're not fine, Maurice. We cannot be fine. We've been idling since we left the palace. So the elders said we should come back to the palace until the council of elders get a decision on this matter. So here we are. We're back at the palace.
Well, I'm afraid the king's not around. I don't perceive seeing the king calling you people back.
I told them, but nobody listened to me. All they make me do is to carry my bag and move up and down like a confused masquerade.
Hey, my friend, sit quiet now. What confused masquerade? That is what the elders instructed us to do. You people are still standing. Are we going or not?
No, please, don't be in haste. There are new guards inside here.
Already? We have already been replaced.
I will advise you to go tell the others what you've seen and heard. Let's wait for the king.
The elders better hold a council meeting. They better hold it.
I'm sorry, okay?
You got already.
What is happening? Shh! Let me not hear that. No more, Your Highness. Do I make myself clear? What do you want?
The elders asked us to return back to the palace.
Guards or mates, whatsoever you call yourself, I don't care. Albert is no longer king. Do I make myself clear here? And this is a private property now, not for the so-called kingdom. Before I go in and pack this car, disappear your idle selves from these premises. Go and get yourself a job somewhere else.
Everybody get me out. Phone is on fire. I don't know how to turn it off. It's burning me right now. Everybody get me out. My body's crumbling. I've tried to do all the best thing that a leader's supposed to do. I've tried to place my people where they're supposed to be. But right now, they wanna see me down. But right now, they wanna see me cry. What can I say? It's going wrong. Oh yeah, going wrong. Going wrong.
I'm out of here, okay? And first thing tomorrow morning, I'm leaving this kingdom, never to send my food on it again.
Sit down, my friend. Sit down. I don't know why you're trying to make you look as like there's no hope in this situation. I've told you, the best thing for us to do is spread ourselves around this kingdom and look for the source of this rumor. In that way, we have a better platform to get this kingdom. That's the best thing to do in this situation.
I think I buy that idea.
Do you really think so?
I'm telling you something. You're asking me, do you really think so?
Felicity,
My elder.
it is said that when a child washes her hands clean, she can dine with the elders. You are a true daughter of your father. Or I would have just gone to my house after the embarrassment I picked up at the palace and sent a traditional message to your father that he will be the only one to know the consequences. That same embarrassment is taking Elder Ebube and I tomorrow to Nigeria to see the heir apparent to the throne of the Bayang kingdom, to warn him on the consequences of which if your father abdicates the throne.
My father is not abdicating the throne.
So why will he dismiss the guards that we put in place according to the customs of our own tradition and bring in some foreign people that will not allow us enter our own palace? For the past 1 month, your father has not been taking good decisions in this kingdom.
My elder, I knew my father took new security disposition in the palace. And you know these people don't know you yet. As concerning the throne, my father is just taking some time off to have a rethink about his life, especially with the rumors going around in the kingdom. You see, in less than no time, I'm very sure everything will come to pass.
Now that your father has deemed it necessary to discuss important issues of our kingdom with you, his daughter, instead of us, we still send this message to him. Tell him that we found him correct to this position. That is why we gave it to him. And we struggled and made so many enemies. I still have people in the village here who don't talk to me because we put your father where he is. Tell him that it is affecting us also.
My elder, I'm very much aware of that. And trust me, we are very grateful.
So it should not be said that we spat in the air and the spittle is now falling back on our faces. Felicity, tell your father, tell him what I have told you.
Martha! Martha! Martha!
Yes, I'm coming. What are you doing here? I can't remember inviting you to my house.
And I cannot remember having sent you out of my house as well.
So, what are you doing here? Please leave!
Now look, Martha. I know what I want my children to become in the nearest future. Why are you polluting Candeloris' mind from joining the Brothers of Assis?
Open! Open! Do not shy away from the truth. You know why I left your house. As for my children, I think they are big enough to know what is good for them in the nearest future, as you put it. As for Candy, I see no reason why you are trying to force her to do what she wouldn't want to do.
Look, doom awaits you if you dare open your mouth to say that to me.
Hi, Oben! Doom, you say? You, Dr. Oben, already signed your doom the day you started dating the king's wife.
What?
What? Oh, you think I did not know? That is the reason why I left your house. You're going. Come back! As you can see, I am very okay the way I am now. And Oben, please, I won't appreciate you coming to my house anymore. Foolish man.
I am doomed for real. This woman was really not as short-sighted as I thought. God. But she took a decision that has saved me. What if she made noise about this? I must act fast. Janice must know the secret I kept from her all these years. In that case, she will want to do anything I ask her to do. That's exactly what I have to do.
Are that what runs through your head every day when you lazy about Daddy's chambers, every day making a nuisance of yourself, McDonald?
And what is the meaning of that? What would a woman understand of the work I do in that office every day?
What work do you do in that office, McDonald? What has an aspiring medical student got to do in the law chambers? Or you don't know Daddy's not happy seeing you around there every day? McDonald, you really don't care what happens to that man. Not to talk about what is happening in this kingdom. All you do is add more anguish to it.
And I guess you're the pompous messenger sent to tell me that Daddy is not happy with the work I do in that office.
McDonald, I'm your big sister. What work do you do in that chambers? Move documents from one table to another. You call that work? Or have you forgotten how much Daddy put in your medical education? All you did was abandon school, came back to Cameroon with no certificates. You have nothing to show for your education. Can I ask you something? Do you have any dreams? Any goals? What's your aim in life?
The only reason I take this insult from you is because I consider you an elder sister.
I am.
You and that elder brother of yours, they call Maxwell, that sly fox, connived behind our backs to let us have crumbs. But let me tell you, big sister, it will not work. Matter of fact, I'm leaving.
Are you walking out on me? Say whatever you want to say, but I want you to know Daddy's life is in your hands. If you like, kill him. As for you, Queenie, you know you've not been very useful to yourself. Please, I want you to pack your things. You're moving in with me today.
I'm going nowhere.
You're not very different from your brother. Please, go in there, pack your things. You'll be staying at my place.
I said I'm going
nowhere. I'm not actually surprised at you, Bod. This is all your mother's fault.
Mommy, what did you tell Daddy and the king's wife?
The truth, Candy.
Wait, what truth, Mommy?
The truth about why I left your father's house. Candy, your father has been dating the king's wife.
Oh no,
it's true, Candy. No matter how painful it sounds, it's the truth, Candy. So, when I knew about it, I had to leave because I fear what will happen to him when the king knows about it.
Jesus Christ. Mommy, as we speak, Daddy is at gunpoint because the king's wife demands explanations for revelations of secrets she says Daddy has been keeping from
her. Worry not, my daughter. Worry not. You see, they are both in this together. None can do the other any harm. They'll only look for a way to keep this secret from the king. But Candy, honestly, I fear for the king. I fear because they can decide to do their worst, you know.
And you know, Mommy, yes, their first target could just be the king.
That can be true.
I'll call you.
Where are you going to?
Maurice, when is my father returning from London?
He came back last night, my princess. But I'm afraid he left this morning with the first flight for Nigeria to see Maxwell.
What? Father came in from London and went to Nigeria without telling me?
Don't you worry, my princess. He's going to come back today with the evening flight.
I see. Maurice, my stepmother and her children are becoming something else. And that calls for precaution. You see, I want you to put an eye on everything that takes place in this house. Take note of everybody that comes visiting. If possible, what they talk about.
I will do that, my princess.
Don't hesitate to call my attention if you suspect anything. Just anything, okay? Okay, so when are the guards returning?
Today. Probably before the king comes back.
Okay. You know what? Take me home, please.
You still do not know that you are an illegitimate wife to the king. He intentionally does not want to make a marriage certificate with you because he does not think that you are the stuff who can take over from him when he is dead, nor any of your children. So the only way out is our way. The doctor's way.
But we were in court. We had a marriage certificate.
Chief Albert is one of the greatest lawyers in this country, and he knows the way those things work. Go and check that marriage certificate. It was never signed.
Obi, you must be joking.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Albert. God. He tricked me. He deceived me. And all these years I've been parading like the queen. Obi, you are his doctor. Come to the house tomorrow and accomplish it.
I will send a strange man with a spray just for him.
That won't be possible. Since that rumor came out, his security has been very, very tight. It will be difficult for any strange man to see him.
Your friend will come with a strange man.
Which of my friend? You want to bring a third party into this?
Well, the third party would be just the person to draw up a fake marriage certificate for you when you need it.
I see. Albert, we shall see.
Everybody help me out. My phone is on fire. I don't know how to turn it off. It's burning me right now. Everybody help me out. My body's crumbling. I've tried to do all the best thing that a leader's supposed to do. I've tried to place my people where they're supposed to be. But right now, they wanna see me down. But right now, they wanna see me cry. What can I say is going wrong?
Yeah, this is such a pleasant surprise. You're the last person I expected in Nigeria.
Yeah, I understand. And that's why it's high time for you to take an account of your father's estate and investment back in Cameroon.
Dad, you gave me practically everything a man can wish for. The best education, and you trained me well in business. I'm doing quite well in Nigeria, as you can see. I really don't need anything. You have other children.
I understand you perfectly well. But it might interest you to know that the same elders with whom I've been working all these years go around and spread rumors that I'm an illegitimate son of the soil.
That's a baseless allegation, Dad.
Yes, and that's why I have ceased to assume my duty as the king of the Bayang kingdom. Yes. And that's not all. Let me tell you, your stepmother and the children have become strange people in that same jungle you and your sister left. In fact, she has an affair with somebody I'm still to figure out. Yes. She has advised McDonald to come back from the multi-million medicine school I sent him to the US to come and be hanging around my office. Only God alone knows their plan.
That's very disturbing, Dad.
That is why I'm advising you, my son. We see the hawk parading the skies in hunger. The mother hen must cover the chick. I will be booking the next flight to Cameroon. I'm telling you to sell all your investments you have here in Nigeria before the end of this year and follow me to Cameroon so that you take care of my investments in case I'm no longer there.
Dad, you have many more years.
This is an order, Maxwell.
Yes, my princess. Yes, the king is back. But a strange man has just entered the palace.
A strange man in the palace? Are the guards around?
Only 2 of the guards are present. Yeah, the strange man came in with Barrister Julia.
Can you identify this strange man, Morris? Have you seen him before?
No. I've never seen him anywhere in this country. Talk less of this kingdom.
You know what? Let me go inside and get my handbag. I'll join you soon. Just keep an eye on him, okay? I'll be in the palace very soon. Okay?
Rest assured.
Felicity, you didn't tell us we're coming home.
Barrister!
Felicity! What a surprise! You're home.
Barrister, you didn't tell me you now visit my father's house with strange people.
Oh, the guy in the car. He's a new employee.
Yes, he's a new employee.
The king asked me to bring him home, so
Barrister,
I brought him.
I have so much respect for you. Don't let me lose it. Because it will not be good for both of us. By the way, where's my dad?
He's in the sitting room.
That question was not for you, ma. Where's my dad, Barrister? By the way, I don't have time for you both. Dad! Daddy! Daddy! Father! Oh!
Try to place my people where they're supposed to be, but right now they wanna see me down. But right now they wanna see me cry. What can I say? It's going wrong. Oh yeah, going wrong with me. Going wrong with me. Going wrong. I try my best to make things go on well. 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 Everybody help me out. My phone is on fire. Everybody help me out. My phone is on fire. I don't know how to turn it off. It's burning me right now. Everybody help me out. My body is crumbling. I've tried, I've worked to make my place a paradise.